Oh man, there was a there was a shaman burp coming up, and it just, oh, there it is. It wasn't as deep as the original. That's a great welcome, but excuse me. Welcome. My name is Krashivaya. These are forbidden fruits, or noetic nectars, or the taste of jubilees, if you would have them. Anyways, I'm opening this with in some countries, with a burst of gratitude. And when I said burst of gratitude, my coat made a noise, but it sounded like a crow. I heard a crow caw. And I used to listen to a woman that used to do readings, and she called them crow calls. Some of her readings were called crow calls. But I was just listening to a man. And the name of his channel is called Seldom Dreams, and he, like, his words, just, you could tell, like, his, I don't know who he was oh my gosh, just these burps now. Shaman burps, motherfuckers. I don't know what was channeling through him, but it was just like so poetic and just like so just coming right out. And it was beautiful. And I just forget. I miss when that, I miss that. I miss that. And I was just, and he was talking about like, put, what is your joy? Like, you know, do what you set out to do. And I had put out a, I not put out, but I had recorded a video of myself earlier, because I had been singing songs of praise to my, I was going to say my shadow helper for some reason. That's not at all what I meant. But I mean, one and the same, to my all-encompassing creator, right? It's the both and. He is all things, but however, I said he, that's my ingrained Christian background. I'm sorry. I grew up, I wasn't raised in a Christian household. Don't get me wrong. It's not that my mom didn't believe in God, and it's not that my dad didn't believe in God. My dad was raised Catholic. However, we never spoke of God, like, or Catholicism or any of that. We never spoke of it. We barely even prayed at Thanksgiving, until I was going to an apostolic Pentecostal church, and then, like, I just happened to mention the Trinity once, but regardless, we never spoke of it. So I'm sorry if I relate to my creator as he. I'm speaking of a primordial breath and spirit water substance, like plasma, before there was gender, before there was name, before there was sound. Well, actually, like right around that time, you know? That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the nameless, formless, genderless, like, thought. The exhale. Of, let's say, source God. I like to call source my rainbow umbrella God of abundance and prosperity and love and loving kindness, but whatever. I was listening to this Seldom Dreams, and he just got me all rebel roused, and my recording that I was making earlier, I was singing because I have been, doing my praises to my rainbow umbrella god, and and then I was singing, just like vocalizing and harmonizing, but they were all songs of loss and grief and strife and struggle, and it was like, wow, yikes. And that wasn't where I was trying to go. I just couldn't think of any, and the song that I was thinking of was "Come On in the Room." I said, "Come on in the room. Jesus is my doctor." I don't actually know that song, but very well at all, and I don't agree that Jesus is a doctor, and whatever, Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, they're all doctors. Krishna, all of them, they're all, you're the doctor, I'm the doctor. God is the doctor, the pharmacist, your pineal gland. That's the healing right there. And if you can't I'm trying to, through all of these little jumbled up bullshit channelings and messages and what have yous and what nots and whatevers, I'm trying to remind my children, that you don't have to pray, but you do have to come back to yourself and just take time to go inside and remember who you are, and just, because it's not about going to there is a sun. You can't sue the clouds if the sun doesn't ever shine again. You can't call the cops if it's winter for the next 20 years. There is a source above man. That there's no, regardless of if it's a creator God, there's still something that keeps us going. We can't live without the sun. We can't live without water. They didn't have to, we can't live without air. We can't live without a beating heart. There is a source that keeps our heart beating, reminds us to breathe at night. But I'm not saying that is everything, because if we don't exist, then who's thinking about that source? Oh yeah, Joe Blow's thinking about that source, but you aren't. And you have to be thinking about source for it to matter. I have to be thinking about source for it to matter. If I'm not thinking about it, it doesn't exist. I mean, if I'm not here to put my focus on it, then it doesn't exist. Because if my lights go out, just like if its lights go out, it's done for. Either way. Granted, my soul will always da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, but There has to be a me. God not be, lest ye be. Blessed be.